We can let the Fanny go once.
No.
Oh, we already made here.
Yep, we're all ready
ONIC got
here.
the Suyo, so it's going to be a 2-2.
Whoa, Kalea, Hilda, and Joy.
I mean, they're really racking up. Everything. I mean, they've got a lot of die from the side of TLID, and once again, Aran will get his hands on the Hilda once more as we move on into the second phase of the game. What are your thoughts on this, Fel?
ONIC banned the Sicilian. If they let the Sicilian go, it will become a problem.
Okay.
Suyo can't deal with it. Farsa, early, sure, but Sicilian will outscale you.
What if ban Sicilian, take Tigreal if he doesn't get banned by TLID?
Okay. I mean, the draw has, I feel like it's going to be a one-off. If not, like, banning out the troll from TLID also makes sense as well. It's kind of a 50-50 on that department.
Yeah, because honestly, like, for again, by the way, same EXP. It's going to be Barang Hill.
You know, when I say XP is a dead lane, it is dead.
At this point, you can convince me that they're married. I've only seen married couples fight that much.
Oh boy, it's true.
The Badang runs away from the Hilda, right? So, you know,
it's just the way things are. It's the natural order
for
these teams.
like, just to back him up, I would run away too.
Yeah, I mean,
I wouldn't.
Hilda is allowed to use an axe, but not Badang.
Hey, he's got to use his fists, right?
The good old knuckle sandwich.
He's got those Wakandan arms, man. I'd reckon that's stronger than an axe.
That's the tick ban.
Oh
Okay.
boy. All right, so the tick ban does eventually come through, but same goes for the farmist this time round. I mean, so far it feels like the position of ONIC is still trying to say, hey, this Badang could technically be flexed for us. You put so much emphasis in the second phase on banning out potential supports. Valentina once again.
Valen ban. So can we like switch it up, put Badang and Rome, and actually pick up Lucas? Like, can we do it? Because Lucas is actually quite good against the Joy.
What about Glue? Oh, that's the Savero carry. All right.
Okay.
I mean, we did mention it.
We called it early.
Yeah.
We did call it early, so this is no surprise to anybody just yet, but they still need to finish eventually finish off their composition. And right now, they're kind of going in blind, right? It's flex click for flex click, but they have to figure out what they want, and it looks like it's disengage or re-engage with the help of the AOG.
They need a bit of burst. Liquid needs burst here.
So the only difference is...
No Varg. No.
The only difference for ONIC's draft is they have a different gold laner, right? This is exactly the same copy as game 1, but instead of a Harif, it's a carry.
I actually like, maybe, I don't know. Like, Vexana is a good mix of control and damage, but we haven't seen Vexana for a while.
Is Yves still there? Yves is still there.
Yes, Yves is still in the pool, technically.
Wait, Sensi is open.
I mean, they should go for it.
All right.
Is anything stopping Sicilian here?
Yes, the fact that you have a solid front line. Like you're taking your targets closer to you, if anything.
I mean, you can still get out of it, right? You just need somebody to be, the mid lane to be an anchor. Oh, I don't know about this one, though. Artillery versus the AOG?
But it's technically still artillery versus artillery, and then you have the Kalea to reposition.
Yeah.
Time to take a dive.
Okay, I mean...
The only thing is just that Kalea and Eve really doesn't have that much kill pressure in mid. That's
not them alone.
Yeah, no.
Which are you liking more, Team Liquid or ONIC for draft?
Honestly, because of the carry, I actually like ONIC's draft more.
All right. Hey, those are the words from our professional analysts here at the set. Let's give it over to Husky and as well as Leo as they take us in to game number 4.
Potentially a match point. These two titans of Indonesian MLBB are looking to secure that slot in the upper bracket. And can they move on through? Well, the answer for ONIC ID will be answered right now. You'll find out if they can use this carry, which we've seen a lot of Savero on. Husky, how are you feeling about their draft here? Is this enough to take us to game 5?
I hope it is. My main concern right now is ONIC's draft. Is again the same carbon copy from game 1, except for Savero's hero. But on top of that, both teams have tools to peel for their teammates. But Liquid ID has a better peel overall, I feel, with the Kalea and the Hilda. But for ONIC, once Keyboy and Ryota are out of position, that back line is going to get run down.
And that back line is composed of Sans and Savero, who are rocking Purifies. If you remember, game 1, there was no such Purify. It was a flicker on Savero. Now he learned. He learned the lesson. Into the land of Dawn we go. Team Liquid starting off strong, securing the... Oh, wow. What a steal by ONIC.
Wow, they actually got it. I think Suns took it the last second.
Good blast.
every time up against a Kalea, you want that bush control, and Keyboy, he's going to be forced to stick around a bit more. Sans will have to follow him around every now and then. Aaron Shiki obviously punishing Savero a little bit with that spear. Every time it's back up, you just throw it at Savero, you back off, and just freeze the wave in front of that turret.
And that's why ONIC is putting so much pressure on Arashiki. They learned their lesson from game 3 to not let the untouchable go untouched. It just doesn't work that way.
Just keep touching, spreading that germs on him.
Yeah, making sure that he doesn't get the farm and the EXP good to scale up into the mid game, because that's where I think Team Liquid ID has to start punching back. If not, oh lord, ONIC's fights are going to be so much better.
We saw ONIC taking it a bit too slow in the previous game, and TLID got to run away with basically no cost. I feel like if I'm Ryota, I want to get out of the lane first, because he has always been second, right, in the past 3 games.
It's all easier said than done, forcing a flicker away from Witty, because Aran is, hold up. Folks, Aran's rocking Vengeance. When was the last time you saw a Hilda rock Vengeance?
Never, I think. It's been so long. I think it's just to take out Savero, right? It's like, dare hit me when I have Vengeance online. God forbid. You go down, solo kill potential. Aaron Shiki dancing with death. He gets away. Kyrie gets turtle.
All right, that is a win for ONIC in the turtle pit and as well in the gold lane. A TKO. Now they're bearing hard on the orange. Fabian kicked out of his own jungle.
Only RWM is left. Yehescu will let it loose. Here comes SOD. Connects. Aaron Shiki to the back instantly. Takes out Sans for first blood. Orange buff taken away by Kyrie, but he now needs to find a way out. Snipe not enough to take out Yehescu.
No.
He wants to get close, but slowed down by the retribution of Fabian. And Aaron Shiki takes him down. Keyboy late to the party. He wants to punch him down. Will find a trade, but it's 3 for TLID.
This is the opposite of what happened in game number 3. Sheer violence, brutality, and kills all over the board. Ryota gets away. Oh my god, 3 minutes in, already a huge trade for Team Liquid.
Felt like a bit of a mistake for ONIC to fight in those tight corners. TLID willingly took the fight. All these splash damage from Yehescu, Aaron Shiki, Witty. Felt like it was forced. I understand the initiative to take the lead, but that's not how you do it.
Oh!
Run, pops Vengeance, buys time, still goes down, punished by Kyrie.
All right, yeah, he knew he was going to die. Most likely, the next few members of Team Liquid ID were very far away. We've still yet to see the Vengeance actually do the thing that Aran wants it to do. Fabian now kicking Keyboy out of his jungle. In hindsight, Husky have an idea why ONIC still took that fight. They really wanted to slow down Fabian. They took away his orange, and that will eventually, you know, in essence, equivalent to a slowdown elsewhere. Oh, where'd the purple go?
It was taken by Fabian, Keyboy, AOG outs. So both roamers trade their ults just as the turtle is about to spawn.
All right, turtle up in 10, and so far Savero is still winning the lane. Aaron Shiki has nothing to say for this. He's about to lose his turret.
I agree with you, Leo. I think all this considered is not too bad, right? ONIC still has a gold lead, measly 1,000, but plenty of map control right now. Freeing Savero from his lane, he can do double waves if he wants, but now he can also join his team for the turtle.
Look at this early aggression. The yellow Ube by ONIC in full swing now. 4 minutes in, second turtle up, and Liquid ID can't even smell the turtle, man.
SOD blocked by Ryota. ONIC sticking together as a full unit. They are ready to fight TLID if the cavalry dares misstep.
That is the yellow Ube in action. I didn't expect ONIC to fight this tight. I knew they wanted to scramble Team Liquid ID's formation, but for them to be the ones in such a tight unit going around like a kill squad, that is new to me. That is something unexpected. Keyboy continuing the pressure on the Fabian with Ryota and Sans as support. Savero as well. Oh, they're going from coast to coast.
They just want to break this bottom tier 1. Aaron Shiki cleared the bottom wave, recall, and went for another lane swap, but in the end, it's ONIC being 1 step ahead. Both side lane tier 1s now go down.
I'll double you down on that, Husky. 2 steps ahead, because that's 2 turrets. The 2 side lanes were in. Aaron Shiki was hoping for some breathing room. Vengeance catches a lot.
Keeps him alive. RKO from Witty. Keyboy misses AOG, but has revitalized. Fabian gets caught, able to get away. And Aaron Shiki finds the kill on a Keyboy. TLID somehow makes it out alive.
Keyboy down, spends quite a bit of resources there. His revitalize, his ult, and Team Liquid ID punish him on the way back. Oh, is that a steal?
Steal, stole it.
Stole!
The bird! The bird stole it!
Maximum range!
That must sting for Fabian. He didn't have retribution. So even the Leon and Crystal wasn't enough.
Not even a basic.
Not even a basic. Savero baited in slightly by Aaron Shiki. SOD connects. Aaron Shiki will find a punish. Very well done. Ryota late to the party. Can ONIC find a punish? Aaron Shiki has chance to free hit right now. Yehescu also is here. Keyboy waiting on the taunt. Now flicker on by Ryota. Takes down Aaron Shiki. Good confirmation as Keyboy gets brought back. No, Sans gets brought back and falls. Kyrie barely misses Yehescu. Scrappy fight bot side.
Oh, Witty splits up. Aran runs away. Kyrie here and Ryota going in.
And Witty should be confirmed. Wasting so much time. Fabian not only dealt massive damage to mid-tier 1, but now he's going to take away the purple buff of Kyrie.
Still not equal. Still not even. That's 2 buffs stolen away by ONIC from the Usurper. And they still have 1. That's a grudge that Fabian is holding. And he knows his breath, man. He's not going to blitz a turtle alone. Instead goes for his orange, while ONIC goes 3 for 3.
So in the end, TLID did take mid-tier 1, which does open up a bit of that macro advantage that they want. Kyrie sets up top wave. Purple buff coming back up. TLID, they're just going to line themselves up to protect this.
Yep. Good news for the cavalry. According to my calculations, if they're right... Oh, wait, Witty looking for a quick escape there. Oh, conceal!
So out of position, Witty will have to flicker from that. I believe that's also a retribution used by Kyrie.
According to my calculations, again, back to it. If Team Liquid can keep a 1,000 to 2,000 gold lead off of ONIC, like keep it, relatively close, and the game overextends, they might be able to take this, even if they are behind, as long as it doesn't balloon out of control.
We already saw the dive potential, not just from Fabian, but Aaron Shiki with the SOD to catch ONIC's backline out of position. Every single time Ryota and Keyboy are not there, people like Savero, Sans are so exposed.
Yep, if you see there, the gold distribution, it's not exactly funneled into a singular nor secondary core. It's just across the board. So this is good for Team Liquid ID. It's a silver lining for them. But for ONIC, again, you just do your best to try and push forward, try and farm up. Now with the SOD hitting Keyboy, allowing Aaron Shiki to relocate, but I don't think that's enough to save that tier 2 down bottom. It's going to go down one way or another.
Does allow Aaron Shiki to be one step ahead himself, already with the rest of his team. I think even Kyrie was trying to find him just now, couldn't get it. The Feather Airstrike used very early, right before the Lord spawns in 20 seconds. Holy Crystal for Fabian though.
Yep, should still be off of cooldown. I don't see that as a problem for Sans this time, as both teams are jockeying for position. Long lane control is going to be key here. ONIC have ill intentions over Aaron Shiki. I wonder if they know the untouchable one's here. Oh, the Spear of Misery!
Savero is a bit off that base setup, but now out of position again. Needs help from the rest of his team, but the rest of his team is just too late. Shouldn't even be there in the first place. ONIC now will have to somehow get out of this. Keyboy escapes with the AOG. The rest of the Sonics will have to back off.
Oh, TLID, they'll lose out on that tier 2 down bottom, what I tell you. But yeah, amazing work against Savero. May have, underestimated the amount of damage coming out of Aaron Shiki because he hesitated to press the Purify. He's like, no, I'm going to take it. The rest of ONIC... And then now they're down a man, but it's still not out of the woods for Team Liquid ID. They can't go for this Lord, not so fast.
They set out the lure, but Liquid ID, they just took it. They took a big bite. Now they threaten the Lord. Bot T1 goes down. Aaron Shiki can do this forever and have the SOD too. This dance favors Liquid ID.
And now the Lord is at half health. Less than that.
Witty looking for a flicker. Knockup. Savero once more threatened. SOD will connect. Aaron Shiki joins the fight. Lord slain somehow by ONIC. They lose 2, but they punch back with a steal.
Again, very good at the art of the turn. Liquid ID may have gotten distracted from it, allowing the new general, the leader, the Ryota army, Ryota, to steal that Lord, and they get away with it. Again, it went from worse to bad still. ONIC have to defend this. Liquid ID in your face!
Sans out of position will be punished by TLID. This Lord might have been stolen, but it's a drop in the ocean as Liquid ID takes it down in front of ONIC's base, and ONIC even losing holy defense mid.
Imagine the disrespect. You got a Lord, yet it just marched about 6 inches out of your doorstep and slipped on a banana and broke its neck. ONIC, sure, stop the bleeding, but are currently bleeding. They're down 6 kills, 11 minutes in, currently about 2,000 between them and Liquid ID. Liquid ID are now positive on the map.
They are. That's a violation on the Lord.
Yeah, remember when it was Hiroshiki dodging ONIC kill squad? Remember when it was Witty just trying to save Aran and Aran just popping a vengeance for misery, for desperation? The desperate measures on this Hilda. Now, suddenly it's Liquid calling the shots. ONIC, they have to find a way to stop these off-angle engagements. I don't know if they start with taking down Shiki. I don't know if they start this by taking down Yehezkiel, but I don't think Savero is reaching his full potential. Like, they're not getting Savero where he needs to be.
I think on top of that, another problem is Keyboy and Ryota have too much on their plate, too many targets to stop. And even if they do stop an initial dive, you still have Witty, you still have Aaron Shiki, like you mentioned, Leo. You pointed out those off-angles engages that ONIC have been struggling with.
Which is so interesting, so curious to me. Of all of the things that Keyboy and Ryota have to do, is it just that Liquid ID are so good with playing with space that, look, Husky, not a single Purify on any of these heroes from Liquid ID, yet they still get away from these full combos from Ryota, yet they still are able to walk away from an AOG.
I think because of the crowd, the zone control too, RWM, Aran is finding great target as well. He is able to cleave Sans, jump onto Savero, jump onto Kyrie, and no one is going to take him down, especially when he pops Vengeance. Witty is healing them up as well. This Kalea passive really showing off the potential.
And that's why lineups like this work best for Kalea. You have to be able to, again, get in the paint, fight for a while, and commit to these fights. Because if you play a pickoff lineup with a Kalea, it's just not worth it. You're not getting the most of that hero. So Team Liquid ID now here putting on a clinic, showing the rest of the remaining teams in Mobile Masters how to use the Kalea. ONIC have to find a way to contest. Can they contest this?
I would like to think they have, but all these areas that they are taking control are tight areas where TLID love to fight in. We've seen plenty of times, even that early game when ONIC wanted to push the lead, they had to sacrifice 3 members in that top part of the jungle. So Veroshiki threatening sideways, ONIC, they need to make the decision and quick.
Oh, I agree. They can contest it. Help, they're first to the scene, right? And they're looking to blitz, but yeah, this imminent threat of Aaron Shiki from the off angle from that bottom lane, it's way too real. Witty here, pushing them in.
He missed his flicker, so they were trying to punish him. Witty gets away with the Tsunami Slam, brings Keyboy with him, so now the front lines are both separated. Lord gets secured by Fabian as Aaron Shiki takes down bottom inhibitor.
Team Liquid ID getting away with everything.
They're superior in the macro game, Leo.
That's all they needed, all they wanted. Oh. But you can't take it away from Kyrie, though. He can secure his own buffs.
But this Lord is going to hurt.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Even the Lord finally getting the respect it deserves.
Yep, he's wearing that Liquid jersey. Marching down through mid, about 5 seconds from now. ONIC have to figure out a way to defend. Luckily, they have very good high ground defense. A punish coming in from Ryota. We've seen it from this angle multiple times this year alone, wherein a Badang can find 3-4 members out of position. You can also do it via Keyboy. As long as Sans finds a way to stop the bleeding from at least 2 lanes, this is very possible. ONIC can still defend. He's
rocking the Indonesian folklore hero. If there's any time to make a play, this is it for Ryota. The biggest magnitude possible. Sans forced away. He uses his Purify. They get the punish onto Aran. Very well done by ONIC. But mid inhibitor does go down. Now both mid laners trade the ultimate. Severus is going to get run down by Fabian. And TLID have the ONIC's crystal exposed. But the Lord will be taken down finally. Fabian gets away. ONIC still shuts him down and somehow keeps this run alive.
That's the lethal ignition of popping the Usurper at base on ONIC, barely at half health. Standing strong. It's not over till it's over. The Sonics at Tennyson Dorset and rejoice, but still, you can't deny that they are sweating bullets right now, Husky. That last inhibitor dropping up top is not good news.
ONIC hanging on by a thread. Savero, he rocks the Purify, but try purifying yourself out of Fabian when he's unleashing 10,000 volts on top of you. That's not gonna do anything. I don't know how you can make space for Savero at this point.
You have to have a security detail on him, but that's counterproductive to what ONIC wants. What do you want to do? Put Ryota next to him to make sure that nobody touches him? Commit all of your dashes backwards?
Ryota has to be the hero. I mean, Keyboy is the one that's more suitable for the job. We did see him earlier on peel a run away from Sans, but once that's out of the way, the sides were exposed. That's how Fabian got in.
So already, if we're considering who to use to protect Savero, who to use to protect Sans, are we not considering not losing? How about winning? What happened to being on your forefront? What happened to being in the driver's seat? That's what ONIC needs to do here, unless they have a plan, unless they have a scheme for this next Lord. It's 10 seconds away. Husky, it's in the top quarter, and every single lane at this point is a long lane. Every single lane has bled. Liquid ID can threaten anything from anywhere.
Yeah, I hate to say this, but I think Savero has to somehow protect himself. Just play the game of his life.
If you want something done right, do it yourself.
Not that he has a choice at this point. His teammates are, their hands are tied. Aaron Shiki, he's going to show up on the map sometime soon. We already saw Minion Wave ending the game in this earlier series. It will be a heartbreak for it to conclude this one. Sideways pushed in. Savero alone isn't enough. And Liquid ID knows that. They will jump onto Keyboy, who uses the AOG to disengage. Ryota will try to hold back the cavalry, but they will do so for now. Fabian wants to look for an angle, can't get in. Aaron Shiki will join the team with the SOD. Not too bad for ONIC.
Amazing, a three-man catch by Ryota. The follow-up was there too, but it seems like both teams are feeling skittish about this. Both teams do not have it in them to go all in. Force ONIC, which we understand.
Breathing room for ONIC, but again, that air and oxygen is limited. TLID, they will have plenty of shots to make this happen. Surrounding ONIC from all angles. RWM comes out, Vengeance pop by a run who will go down, but Fabian once more to the backline. Sans wants to go away, gets pinned to the wall. Aaron Shiki takes him out. Immortality from Fabian, keeps him alive a bit longer. Ryota will catch him, but Aaron Shiki goes into the base. He doesn't really care. Untouchable. Aaron Shikimaru, like a shadow, puts TLID in the semis.